The grey nurse shark is a critically endangered species on the east coast of Australia. From the 1950s to the 1960s, the grey nurse shark was hunted to almost extinction. Due to the decimation of numbers in this time, the grey nurse shark population on the east coast has significant trouble increasing numbers to a healthy, viable amount. The problem that this species of shark face are many. Below are some pictures of what are some threats to the grey nurse shark. One with a hook through the mouth, one with a hook through the eye, another captured in a net, and one with a gaff embedded in its mouth. These are disastrous for the grey nurse shark. For this species of shark to have any chance of survival, aggregation sites should be left alone. Fishing near these sites should be limited to only expert fishers and divers who only use the appropriate fishing gear. According to Chidlow, Gorn and Macaulay, the aggregation sites are considered vital for the survival of the grey nurse shark. I have learned that the potential loss of these sharks is a very real threat, and while it does not affect me directly, it affects the marine environment. I have learned that not only are these sharks important for a healthy marine ecosystem, but I have learned through this inquiry process how I can learn to become informed and the steps needed to do this. According to shark savers, sharks keep food webs in balance. They eat the old, the slower, sick fish in the population, keeping that population healthier. Sharks are at the top of the food chain, and according to shark savers, they are the keystone species, meaning that removing them causes a collapse in the marine ecosystems. Though these sharks look scary, there is a very real threat of extinction. If this occurs, not only is another species of shark extinct, but ecosystems would fail. Caring about these sharks means that they have a chance of survival. By being knowledgeable and informed, society can help make decisions on where they do and do not fish. According to Reef Check, society can help save the grey nurse shark by becoming involved in the Photographic Monitoring Identification Program. The process for this involves signing up, provided that there is a diver's license, to take photographs of the grey nurse shark at a preferred aggregation site. Ultimately, the Photographic Identification Monitoring Program will collect the photos which will be submitted to a national database. From these findings, the research will be used to assist in the identification of critical areas for the grey nurse shark. According to Reef Check, funding has been granted by the Australian government. In addition to this, a breeding program is also underway. This particular breeding program uses a dwarf wobbegong, which is used as a surrogate to breed the grey nurse shark. The reflection question I have chosen is what advice you would give to students taking IATW next year. I would suggest to really think about what part of the environment is of interest, whether it's the marine environment, animals, or something that is impacting the land. This, from my point of view, students sustain interest throughout the assessment pieces.